Life in New York, Moscow, Samara, or Buzuluk, a small provincial town in Russia, is approximately the same, and its content does not change substantially. So life in a small town could be even more eventful. Many Russian migrants who move to big capital cities do not find the feeling of happiness and satisfaction, and they note that their expectations are not met.
Russia is a fast-growing and promising country, which has an important global role. Every city has its own history and a reason for the past development. The main objective is a sustainable combination of future growth. Urban planning and city development have been always influenced by traffic streams. The car still is, in the romantic way, a little bit of freedom, but it also causes main problems of a city. A sustainable progress can only be done in cooperation with the automobile industry. The policy of the city planning utopia is in progress. The state creates an industrial center and the whole life of new town develops around it. For example, in ancient Egypt, towns were built for the slaves who served for the power unit. This is a typical example of a third world project. The person is considered as a supplement to the industrial program. This attitude totally leaves out of account the post-industrial reality of the modern world, where a person must be free and mobile. Nowadays, there is a serious regional struggle for mobilization of investment in Russia. Some time ago, Samara region was an absolute leader in investing and regional development. But now we have to survive in this tough competition. Our closest neighbors are developing quite actively. The government is focused on specially selected projects, but not on the long-term development of the country in general. Namely, the attention is paid to single territorial points in the form of phenomenal event plots in particular regions. Togliatti is a young city, and it needs some time to perceive its identity and develop its cultural space and infrastructure.
Nowadays, we may say that the city is still balancing between two models. The model of an ideal socialist city and the modern capitalist city. They can be considered as the models for the future development of the city.
There is a cultural conflict between the city dwellers as their interests of clash and the resources are limited. Smart management is an invisible management. It is the situation of stable links, creation and regulation of the process of the conflicting interest processes. This is the process of engaging the collective energy.
As for the Matonno's architectural image of Togliatti, it could become a brilliant stimulus for realization of the most creative architectural solutions. With the existence of meaningful regular investment, the interest of federal and foreign investors, it is possible to create cases and opportunities for serious competitions in architecture and design. Togliatti don't have many important historical facilities with some exception, and it becomes a good occasion for investment attraction.
Citizens don't have strong confidence in their future, in their self-realization opportunities. They don't feel that the power cares for them. Eventually, young people migrate and the city is getting older. The city has serious potential of architects and designers who do not have an opportunity of total realization of their skills and talents. There is a lack of funding for their promotion and development. The main players on the investment market are the biggest businesses of Togliatti. The city developments heavily depends on their internal investment policy. Other important players are municipality and financial circles. City Duma deputies and the mayor are bitterly interested in getting feedback from the population. It is important that the city residents not only tell what they need and expect from the city administration, but also provide the feedback which reflects their satisfaction. Originally, Togliatti was considered as some kind of city space. At the moment, borders of the city are not defined. Its energetic and sense centers are located in different places. Possible cultural perspectives of the city are not discussed. Destiny of each concrete person who works at a plant is built approximately. There are no institutions able to take up such functions.
It is needed to make strong horizontal links inside the city space. The communication between citizens and power, administration and experts, the intellectuals and universities.
People need socialization. The internet absorbs people. The necessity of real communication disappears. Properly organized urban spaces could help people to have a rest from virtual world and get outside. First of all, there should be open spaces connected to each other. Architects have possibilities for realization of this concept, which were built into the basic architectural idea.
Collective provincial dream is a great investment in the future. Russia is an ox sheep to the future, another appropriate expression.